Hello friends, it's Reza. Welcome back to channel Reza Blade, and I am really excited to bring you this video. I've been working on the prep for a while now and I am finally ready. This is part one of my Not Just for Newbies Stamping Basics series, and I have made samples of how many? 19 different backgrounds or stamping bases to give you a good idea of all the different things that I could personally think of at once that you can use as a base for stamping to switch up your game, make something look extra special, however, whatever you would like to do. So what I've done is I've made these samples, and if I have done any stamping on the actual sample, then I list the plate on the back. I won't be listing the plates in the downstairs below. I won't be listing the plates below because there are quite a few of them, but again, I do list them in the videos, so you can Google them if you're interested in the stamped image that you see and you need it, because I've done that before. I see it on a video and I need it so bad. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start, and I'm going to start with the most obvious background, plain. So number one is plain. Not so interesting, but a good basic. Anybody can stamp on a plain background. Number two is different toppers. So this is a magnetic powder topper that is over black. You see that blue cast? I didn't get it to magnetize very well, but that's what it is on the label, a magnetic topper. Here is a hollow topper. Come on. There we go. And we've got another powder topper. This is non-magnetic. This is one of my mermaid powders. It looks a lot like the other one, but it is just a straight blue sheen. All right, number two has, this other number two is flaky topper, and this has some stamping. So hopefully you can see. I used my color blocking in this, so the flakies are right here at the top, like a French tip. And I used Scotch tape to block that off. So that stamping plate is BP LO15, Born Pretty LO15 I used for this. And other number two. We've got a kind of a flaky topper, but these are flakies within a polish, so it's a top coat. And then I think this is my last topper, but this is also a half moon, so it counts as number 10 is my half moon in French and everything. So here is another mermaid powder and a blocked off half moon. So happy with that one. We come to number three, which is color blocking. This is AliExpress XY Lovely 11 right here. And you can see where I have blocked it off so that there are 4 different colors here. And I blocked it off for the stamping as well. Come on. It's not showing up very well, but I'm a big fan of that one. All right, so that's that. Stamp-based color blocking. So if you use a geometric kind of plate, which is what I did here, I had a geometric triangle that I stamped, and then I stamped over that with another design from a plate, Moyu London Henna 07, and plate AliExpress XYZ33. I really like this one. I think it turned out great. All right, now here's number 4, dry brush background. So this is a dry brush background where I did a blue base and then a bunch of different colors. I just waited for it to dry on the brush about 15 seconds or so, and then applied it to the nail. Number 4, again, we have a different dry brush. Just to give you an idea of different ways that can come out. And number 5 is a Smoosh. We all know about Smooshies. They're an excellent stamping base. So there's that one. All right. Next. There's so many. But guys. Next is another Smoosh. Number 6 is my variegated fine marble technique. I will include the link to that instructional video down below. I really like this technique as a basis for stamping. It's very similar to a dry marble, but it does have a very specific way of doing it and a specific look you get when it comes out. So there's that. All right, next we have, and I'm all mixed up with this thing here. Number 6, more variegated fine marble. I like the way this one turned out. Number 7. 7 background is a stamped background. So here I've got a quotation that is stamped in the background. And then I used for the wheat. Can you see this? I hope so. I really love this one. For the wheat I used BPX LO18, and the stamped text is from CJS, or Clear Jelly Stamper 39. BPX is going to be a Born Pretty plate. All right. I made this too tight. I can't find out where I am here. All right. More stamped background. Here's an example of a geometric stamped background. And I told you guys I'm trying to be thorough here, give you lots of ideas. Here's some more geometric stamped background. And then you just put your main stamp right over that. A stamped base. Can you even see that? It's the stamped base is URSO4. No, that's the leaves. The base is STZ 16, I think. Anyway, I like the way that one turned out. Go, focus. It's a pity you can't see that maple leaf a little bit better, but oh well. So now the penultimate 7, I'll show you these at the same time because they're basically the same thing. Stamped background, or I can only focus on one at the time. There we go. I love that one. Very similar here, but with fish bones. Alrighty. Oy vey. Too many. All right. Now this is a stamped background, but it is a negative space stamp. We cannot forget water marbling. Number 8, background number 8 is water marbling. And I can't water marble, so I did a water marble stamp. So number 9 is fan brush background. And this has really blended those colors quite a bit, so you can't really see all the variegations in there. I probably should have stopped on the 3rd stroke instead of the 5th. You see, I've blended it too much. Number 10 is Half Moon. And this one is also a negative space one because this is not colored in. So I don't have what stamp I use. That's unfortunate. But I love this design. All right. Let's see. Number 10 also, we have a ruffian with color blocking. That little cuff there. Then we've got a French where I blocked it off. So that kind of counts as color blocking too. We've got a half moon that I freehanded. All right, we're on gradients now, number 11. Here is a radial gradient, so it's based on the shape of a circle. Here is another gradient. This one is diagonal. Come on. Gradient, traditional vertical gradient. And yay, we're on 12. Okay, so this is a painted color frame. I hand painted this color frame. And color frame being number 12, here is a sponged color frame. I don't know if you guys can see that, how that turned out. I really like the effect of this. All right, so now we've got 13, which is no base or using white beneath it. This is a full decal right here. I colored it all in and applied it to the nail. So that is another option for you guys. All right, we've got next 13 where I did the whole nail. This is a little dark. This is actually a little seal. Can you see him? You can't see my seal at all. That's really unfortunate. Oh well. Just trust me that he's there. Wave goodbye. Here, 14 is foil. You need a water-based top coat for this, and it looks beautiful when you stamp over it. So if you haven't used that as a stamping base yet, I recommend that you give it a try. Number 15 is glitter. Glitter makes a great base for stamping, especially those negative space stamps. Beautiful. All right, here now we've got 16, which is fluid nail art. This is not an instructional video as far as how to recreate these looks. If you need to know that, write in the below comments and I will make a video on it. More fluid nail art. This one used silicone. Come on, there we go. And then I did stamp on the back of that, on the tip of that with BM XL157. All right, 17. We have multicolor sponged, and this uses this type of sponge. Okay. And then we have another multicolor sponge. Really love the way this one turned out. And this one uses a more open cell sponge, like this kind of stuff. See how springy that is compared to the other one? See, are we done? I think we're done, guys. But no, we're not. Hold on. I don't know where the other ones went. All right, here we go. The end. More sponging. This one uses the closed cell black sponge. This is an open cell sponge right here. Love this one. This one turned out great. Be fun, really fun to stamp over that. Magnetic polish. You can stamp over magnetic polish. And last but certainly not least, you can stamp over no polish at all, but put down a top coat and get these guys on the nail and then top coat again. That's how I do it anyway, when I'm doing a negative space look. And this, I didn't write down these plates, sorry. Anyway, that is it. So now I'm going to show you my manis and let you go. But I thought you would like to know all the different ways that I use to put my backgrounds that I use for stamping, because there are absolutely so many. I'm sure I've missed some. Write down below if there's one you think of that I have missed, just so that other people can read it and know that it exists. So I used two different methods. I used a gradient to stamp on top of, and I used the exact same stamp just to show you the variety that you can get with the stamping base. So there you go. And then here is a color blocking, French tip color blocking base with the same stamp. You see how different those are? That's great. So that is from plate number JR78. This image here. And this image here. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I know it was really comprehensive and pretty long, but I am really happy to start this series. What's the next topic you want me to address? Let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share.